Welcome to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. You can see here two Israeli groups that are explaining and talking about their church, which is beautiful to see. I hope that I will see soon more people who will come from all over the world to visit Jerusalem. And I'm actually dedicated the tour to each one of you that's watching it. I will ask you to send it to everyone, but especially to, and that's going to be a surprise, Daniela. Daniela from Germany. Your children decided to make you happy. Then Raphael, Noah, Leonardo, and of course the one that I'm talking with her a lot, Anita, bought you that cross as a present. I will upload a video. This is the guy that I bought the cross from him. And this cross is important because this is a unique cross to the Holy Land, to Jerusalem, to Israel. You can see Jerusalem in the center and the four crosses, whatever you will choose. Four Gospels, altogether 5 stigmatas. And let me enter to the church. It's beautiful to see. Yeah. You can see the Greek Orthodox monk actually. Yeah, well, he is right. They blocked the entrance to the church. The facade of the church that you see, Daniel, I'm sure that you know everything by heart. It's only from the 11th century, the end of the 11th century, 12th century. Oh, groups of monks. Oh, priests. Oh, it's good to see it. The facade is only from the end of the 11th century. That's the Crusader entrance. But after that, after the Crusader, the Muslims blocked all the entrances to the Church of the Holy Sepulchre and left only that one. They blocked, for example, here, that part, and that part. I can see ooh, what's happening there? I know that there is a tomb here of a British guy, right here. British Crusader, but I wonder what is happening here. Well, I will check it out. Now, let's do that according to the tradition. Daniela, we're going to climb up for you to the Golgotha, to the crucifixion place. The church belongs to everyone. Catholic, Armenians, Orthodox churches. It's not everyone, but it's most of the Christians in the world. That one is, for example, a Catholic chapel. And you can see me and my father, Abraham and Isaac. I'm Isaac. The angel stopped Abraham from sacrificing me. And the lamb, which is Jesus, became something else. He crucified himself for us. That is where they strip him from his clothes. Beautiful chapel. I entered there only once. It is closed almost for everyone. And here they nailed Jesus into the cross. The Medici family built and gave that present, that altar, to the church. And you can see the Roman soldier nailing him to the cross. Look at the face of Jesus, the agony. And the mother is watching it, and you can understand the agony of her. Mary Magdalene anointing the body of Jesus. That part belongs to the Catholic as well. This is the Pietà. It's after the crucifixion. The mother is suffering. Gosh, suffering, a lot of suffer. And I think you can relate to it. She knew that Jesus will be crucified. This is the bedrock of the Golgotha, Daniela. You can see John to the right, Mary will be to the left. While Jesus was on the cross, he asked a mother. He asked John to take care of his mother. This is absolutely something special. Let me see if I can enter. Let me enter to that table to touch the bedrock. There is a holder, and if that person will decide to let us do that, you can see the menorah, which is a symbol of the temple, but the temple is not here. Then why it's here? Because Jesus is God. All right, we are entering. Boom. Excuse me, please.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. You can see the... Let me touch it. And bless your cross, Daniela. Go backward. Now I know that you have some difficulties, but I know that Christ is helping you every time. And when you will get it from your children for Christmas, you will be able to touch that cross that is full with energy of Christ. Then every time that you feel a little bit sad, hold it. Let me bless it with holy fire. The holy fire, it's a Greek Orthodox and Armenian, but they believe that the fire won't destroy everything, and until now, never destroy a thing. Let's continue with it. And Anita wrote me a lot about you. I'm so impressed, I must say. I'm so impressed. I know that you're working in one of the churches as well in Germany. I'm so happy for you. Then we started the tour at the most important part here, according to the story, the crucifixion side. And it's not the end of it. You can see the bedrock of the crucifixion in two more places, and I will take you to those two places. Although, Daniela, I'm sure that you know everything. This is the bedrock. At the time of King Herod, he used it as a quarry, but that stone wasn't so good for that they left it just like that, and the Romans later on used it as a crucifixion place. In front of you, it's the tomb of Adam. Now, before you will ask me, how come the tomb of Adam is here? Then let me tell you that the tomb of Adam wasn't here. He was brought to here by God himself after the flood. And when Jesus now is on the cross at 12 o'clock. But later on, the earth will shake and he will die then. From the creek, blood tears will fall and people will resurrect. That's according to the Bible. According to the Greek Orthodox, one of them was King David, Adam, all those saints that never been baptized. If we are talking about dead people, I can see dead people. There are 4 tombs of the first 4 Crusader kings right here. Sadly, nothing left from there. Another 4 were buried just beneath the wall that you see here. And And the stone that you see here is, for me, very energetic stone, mainly because as a Jew, he was buried at the same day. Joseph of Arimathea took his body from Pontius Pilate. He got a permit from him and buried him before sunset. That's how the Jews have been buried until today. But look at Joseph of Arimathea, Nactiminos, John kissing the hand of Jesus, Mary, the mother. I mean, look how sad it is. The women of Jerusalem and Mary Magdalene. Now that stone is right here. Let me bless it with the oil, although there's not a lot of oil now. But now the energy is so strong. Jerusalem cross, you can buy in Jerusalem everywhere. But Jerusalem cross that was blessed in the Church of the Holy Sepulchre, you cannot do that. This is the only place to do that. Energy is so strong, so strong. Now let's continue with our story to the tomb. But before that, let's study about it. The Jews are being buried without a casket, without a coffin. And Joseph of Arimathea, with a red, gave Jesus his own tomb. Now, that part, according to the book of John, belongs to the Romans after the death of King Herod. But the tomb is already outside the wall and part of the garden of Joseph of Arimathea. Book of John 19 actually tells us that it's next to each other. Then we are now entering to the garden of Joseph of Arimathea. Now you already know, Daniela, that I cannot take a video inside the tomb, but I promise to take a video, to bless it after the video. Let's bless the cross again. At the Armenian chapel. According to the Armenian, this is the place that the women saw the crucifixion place. We are leaving now the Armenian and entering into the Greek Orthodox part. But look at that. They are renovating the floor, and by the way, they already excavated, and soon we will know how it's going to look, although you can see already here some examples of the new floor. It took them hundreds of years to agree to do that. You can see the Coptic Egyptian part of the tomb. The tomb is divided into two. The first chapel with the candle is the angel part who took care that no one will steal the body of Christ. The inner part is the tomb itself, and I will bless it for you later on. I know that you had some problems, but you are a strong woman and you're a believer. Then in that case, I'm sure that everything will be okay. You can see now the first chapel. And the candle, you can see the candlelight. And the inner part is the tomb itself, and I will bless it later on. Now, it looks like we finished to talk about the most important places, but there are so many other spots that I want you to see. Look at the dome. Let us enter to the tomb of Joseph of Arimathea to show you, Daniela, that used to be a cemetery area. By the way, when they excavated here, they found some tunnels, and they found some pollens, some seeds of plants. Remember, that was a garden of a rich man. That was the garden of Joseph of Arimathea. Now, he gave Jesus a tomb that no one used before. That's why it's only Jesus. And we will enter to chapel of Joseph of Arimathea to show you a real tomb from Jewish tomb from the time of Jesus. And look at the beautiful children there. Hello. Now that is the 4th century wall. It's not difficult to find the wall from the first days of the church. You can see the holes here that held some marble, beautiful marble, which sadly disappeared. And as you can see, they are not maintaining that room, mainly because it was burned down. Older church was burned down in 1808, this time not by the enemies of the Christians, this time by the Christians themselves. It's a mistake. But they started to argue who owns that place. And let me enter for just a minute to show you that the tomb is a family tomb of Joseph of Arimathea. Then you can see the niches. Some of them are still closed. For example, those two. Then that is how they buried so many. And after, let's say, if there is 8 niches for the bodies, the ninth death has got a problem. A very big problem. Wait a minute, we don't need a flashlight anymore. Good. All right. And before you will ask me what is that chair, it's not, it's an altar that was burned down. That was a Coptic monk. Is that room belongs to the Church of Syria, the Assyrian church? Is that room belongs to the Coptic? It's, Ethiopians still argue, and that's why no one maintained it. Then we saw the tomb of Joseph of Arimathea, and now we know that he gave Jesus his own tomb, which is that. It used to be the same as that, same as Joseph of Arimathea, but it's been destroyed so many times. A little bit of excavation, they're still doing it. I think this is the last place that they're excavating and modernize that church as well. And for example, if you are watching my videos, and you are, because you already subscribed to my channel, did you? Then that is for me the 15th station of the 14th station of the Via Dolorosa. This is where Mary Magdalene saw Jesus on Sunday. Oops. I don't know if I could do that, but I did it. I need to know what's happening there. And let me show you some more of it. For example, this wall is from the 4th century as well. And here you can see a mixture of so many periods of columns. It was built like a Lego. It's been destroyed, built another chapel, built another chapel. It's not like, it looks like a regular church, isn't it? Then, Raphael, Noah. I wrote your name in English and in Hebrew. Anita, Leonardo. You are such excellent children. Daniela, you must be proud. If you want to have your own cross, be my guest. Click on the description and you will see the link of Buy Me a Coffee. There you will choose your own present, and I will take a video of it. I will upload it to YouTube, and I will send you the cross. Daniela, you are going to have it. This is the prison of Christ. It's not in the Bible, because there are prison, the Praetorium, that's where Pontius Pilate charged Jesus, but on the way, there were so many people who actually been crucified, and Jesus, maybe according to tradition, had to wait for his turn. Then look how it looks like at that time. Two holes to put the legs in, and they used to tie him. That part belongs to the Greek Orthodox Church. Let me take you at least two more places, please. I know that it's a long video. It's not. It's only 19 minutes. You know that I can take long videos. You can see some of the stones that I don't know what they are going to do with it. This is off the pavement. But they will, as I believe, they will polish it and maybe return it to their place. I am not sure. It's like an enigma. Greek Orthodox chapel, Armenian chapel, sound of the tractor inside the church. That is the chapel of the spear. And let's go down to the lowest place of the church. On the way you will see the Armenian chapel. The Armenians were here long before the rest. They have been converted as a nation to Christianity at the year of 301. St. Helena started to do that only 324. And this is an Armenian chapel. But we are leaving the Armenian and the amazing mosaic of cities that have been destroyed by the Turks, by the Ottomans. Let's continue to the lowest place of the church. All right, just for the idea, how do I know? This is an Armenian chapel. The True Cross Chapel belongs to the Catholic. Then how do I know where is the border? Can you see that small painting? This is already a Catholic one. The other one, the big one, is Armenian. And then the chapel starts right here. We are now in the Catholic chapel. We left the Armenian chapel. Now, we are reaching a quarry of King Herod. Then a quarry is always outside the city. It's a real estate, very expensive real estate. Man, it's polluted. I mean, you know how dusty it is. Then it must be outside the city, outside the gate, the place that Jesus was crucified. And later on, they use it as a water system. You can see the statue of St. Helena, the mother of Constantine. She came to here to look for the evidence of Jesus, and this is the chapel of it, and I will bless your cross here. Lovely, isn't it? Let's climb up. From here you can see the balcony that, according to the Armenian St. Helena, was watching the digging. And they found 3 crosses. One of them was, of course, the true cross. They took a sick woman or a dead person. It all depends on which source you are reading. And the true cross cure or resurrected that person. The other 2 did nothing. Then she took that cross and cut it into 3. One to Constantinople, which is today Istanbul, but it was the center of the Greek church. The other one into the Rome for the Catholic, for the Pope, and 1/3 was left here. Twice a year, you will be able to see it. Now we are climbing up Daniela. You can still hear the tractor. I don't know why it's not running by electric, then it will have no sound. It will be more quiet. Oh, it's nice to see a group of Muslim women that's starting from, I don't know who he is.
I'm not saying I'm making this.
Let me go up. It's not the end of the tour. It's not the end of the tour. But now it's not easy to enter, then let's wait. It's beautiful. I love it. What are we going to do now? I'm sure that you know what I'm going to do, Daniela. We're going to climb up to the roof of the church through two Ethiopian churches. The Ethiopians believes that they are a creation between a meeting of Queen Shiva and King Solomon. And that's funny to say. Yesterday I was studying about it. I'm still studying. I will never stop studying. And she gave him a lot of money, a lot of gold, a lot of treasures. And a rabbi, which I'm studying from, I'm studying Judaism through a rabbi, and Christians, studying about Christianity from priests and Jewish scholar, and by myself, of course. And I'm studying Islam from Muslims and Jewish scholars. Then in that case, what they mention is that the idea of getting a lot of money was against the God will, who said, we are building a temple now, but I don't want you to deal with money, with treasures. It's supposed to be simple. And King Solomon did the other way around, and that's where it was his mistake. But according to the Ethiopians, Queen Shiva met King Solomon, and 9 months later, the first Ethiopian king was born, Melanik. He came to here, got the 10 Commandments from his father, King Solomon, and now, if you ask me where it is, according to them, it's there in Ethiopia. Then let's climb up 2 churches. It's not maintained well, mainly because they're still arguing who owns the church, Ethiopians or the Coptic. They didn't reach any agreement. But at the second church, I will show you a painting, and that is the meeting between Queen Shiva and King Solomon. Welcome to Germany. What? Yes, that was part of the Crusader Germans in Jerusalem, and you can see that was the dining room of them. Today it's part of the Ethiopians, and that is the part of the Coptic. But again, I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to enter into political issues, but look how beautiful it is. Every place here is a postcard. Now, I didn't talk about it because I didn't know that I will be here. It's like God sent me to here. This dome, beneath the dome is the Armenian chapel that we saw with a beautiful mosaic. And then we went all the way down to see where the true cross is. And Egyptian monk. It's a kind of a village that they built themselves. You can see that it's a laundry day. Let me show you a little bit more of it, and then we will say goodbye. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I have so many videos of almost every place in the Holy Land in Israel. Thank you. I know, my dear. It's a water system, which is beautiful, but I've been there a few times, and I'm dedicated the tour to you, Daniela. I had to look for something that made or built by the Germans for you. Here we are. Oh, the smell of the kebab and the shawarma is so strong. And I didn't eat even a bit. Mainly because I'm going to eat today with my friend who comes to visit me. And then we will eat a lot. I need to be hungry. And I have to keep some stuff, empty stuff, in my belly. Noah, Raphael, Daniel, of course, Anita, Helena. Guys, the Church of the Holy Sepulchre at the 4th century started from here. Today it's only there. You can see the difference between it and 4th century and now, 21st century. We are at the border between the Christian quarter, Jewish quarter, and this is the Muslim quarter. How lovely it is. Guys, thank you very much for being with me. You can bless Daniela. I will be happy to read it, and she will be happy to read it as well. Thank you very much. See you in my next video. Bye-bye.